Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I am your host, the Desert Fox. It is now time for episode 4 of the Transport Fever 2 fall series. Ooh, sorry I had a cough there. Last Friday we set up Sacramento to St. Louis, and we set up the Reno Tools line. And in between those episodes, I've let the game run now, I'd say about a half hour. 3-speed, and I've been paying off the loan. I've got almost $20 million of the loan able to be retaken, so let's just see how much we have. We will have, if we borrowed it all and just maxed ourselves out here, it's going to be like 23 million. Yeah. We have $23 million to play with, right? For today's episode. The last train we set up, which was the beginning of our main line, so from Indianapolis heading on this side, so like Killeen, Garland, Toledo, Charleston. So I'm thinking about naming this the main line, and the main line being, I'm gonna have two different main train line configurations. A main line, which will be like Indianapolis to X point and every station in between to and fro. So it'd be like Indianapolis, Killeen, Garland, whatever it is on the other end, and then come back to those same stations. And then we'll have an express route. So that'd be like Chicago to New York City, Chicago to Austin, Chicago to Reno, or Indianapolis, one city to one city. That'll be an express, solely fastest train, point A to point B. And then I might do some branches. So like technically speaking, like the Sacramento, St. Louis, Killeen line, I might rename that like a branch line, because it's deviating off of a main section of track. So like, I don't know. Just felt the need to explain that at the beginning of this episode. Maybe that helps you out with the naming convention. I'm not sure. But if it does, cool, awesome. Smash that like button, destroy that subscribe, obliterate that bell icon. Let's get the show on the road. The other thing I wanted to show you was our Indianapolis main line for only carrying, I think sometimes like the Indianapolis train will have like 50, 60 people on it. I think the last one that made a bunch of money was like 69 people out of 80. And the thing is just turning buku money. Buku money. It's already making $2.4 million. So that thing's making money. The other line we installed over on the other side here, I had accidentally not connected it to a station. Like the station was not connected to the street. So I had to do some configuring here to get it to connect. And then over at Indianapolis, I configured it I was going to configure it a little bit to connect it better to the city as it grows. But there's no need to do that. Today, we are going to work on getting New York City hooked up. And potentially Boston. I at least want to get, because that way we're going to get like Chicago to New York City as an express route built, and then I think I might hold off on connecting to Boston just so I can have the full route, because it's going to be Chicago, Indy, St. Louis, New York City, Boston, New York City, St. Louis, Indy, Chicago. As it sits now, it's just Chicago, Indy, St. Louis, Indy, Chicago. As it sits, as its current configuration, which is that first train, which will just update as we move along. So, with what we've got, I am going to switch the tracks now to high speed, and we will be updating them where I can. Alright, so trying to watch how much money we're spending. New York City's right over here, so I want to connect, kind of passing glance, like right here is almost perfect. Like that spot right there is almost too perfect. So we're probably not going to be able to hook up to this son of a bitch the way I want. So, alright. So I have to remember that one of these lines is going to be exclusive to itself. So we'll make that, the express line will be platform 1. The other line will be platform 2. Anything egregious? No, no, no. That is $1.3 million, though. Just gonna be burning that down the drain. Cool. We'll do this. We'll do this. Awesome. So, at least trains will know what to do. There is no signals, which that could suck. And I should probably do that same thing over here. Ah. You got your signals there. Now, do we update these? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to. I mean, it'd be nonsensical not to at this point. I mean, the other stuff is ready, you know, that's upgraded. All the way back. Yep, all the way back. Yep, give it all the upgrades, boys. All the upgrades. High-speed track is the way of the future. Onward and upward to victory, as some folks might say. Boom. Alright, cool. The rest of it doesn't have to be upgraded. So now we have New York City to deal with, which what I'm going to do is I think just for diversity's sake, I might switch it up and do trams and passengers. Or it's trams and buses, like, because I'm going to purposely make New York City as big as possible. And, man, that's going to take a lot of buses. It's okay, though. New line. Yes. Okay. 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 8 stations. That'll probably require like 5 buses. New York City bus line number 1. Awesome sauce. Now I need to get this. Since I also know I want to put trams in here at some point, I want to try to get this. Really? Alright, well, cool. We at least put them right there, next to each other. And then this bus line is going to require, what, 7? No, high 5. Just to get that kind of built in. Now, New line, the mint color line. I'm gonna go from here to here. No, darling, you're gonna go platform 1. Only platform 1. Yes, and you're gonna be the Chicago, New York City Express. Now, for this. I mean, I really don't know how much business this is going to generate, but... yeah. Boom. That almost warrants having a second train, but... now, I want to build... no, it's purposely going to be something speedy and kind of fast. What is this? 75 mile an hour. $10 million. This is Lehigh Valley's flagship passenger route between Buffalo and New York City. That could be pretty. What do I got to match it though? In terms of cars I can use to match it, don't got nothing. Could use the Zephyr, but that's $2 million a year I know I'm not going to make. I kind of want to use this New York Central Super Hudson for a little while, but I know I'll make even less money than what I'm doing now. That's $3 million I got to account for. No? You know what? I think we risk it. I just say we risk it. And I mean that's kind of the point of this game, is to take challenges or to take risks. Now what kind of passenger cars? At 99 mile an hour. Oh, I'm already spent 17 million quid. Oh, well, that's... alright, well, for the purpose of this, I'm mulliganing what we're doing. So I can add 4 cars to this passenger train. I just want to figure out what I want to assign to it. If you don't like it, well, I mean, comment down below that you don't like it. And we'll kind of tell you how I feel about it. Oh, man, every one of these is god awfully expensive for what I'm not going to be needing it for. I mean, honestly, I think we just use these. That's a lot of money I just spent. Uh-oh. I was going to say, don't tell me I just crashed the game. Pay those back. Now, let's ride this sumbitch. Let's watch this big sumbitch come on out the shop. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it is heading to New York City, so I mean, it's fair enough to run a New York Central train to it. No whistle? No whistle, mate? Really? I think actually does look really cool. I just don't understand why it's so god-awfully expensive. I did. I'm gonna have to turn that off because I'm not gonna have a passenger train that's an express running backwards like this. That's gonna look so dumb. I mean, you're in the parlor car, and you're going. You're gonna be going backwards at 99 miles an hour. I mean, I'm kind of curious as to how fast it will get. So let's speed it up. Oh wow, it does really get up to 92 miles an hour. Or it was. And then it slowed down because we hit a curve. Oh, the approach to Indianapolis is really quite splendid. And as we're sitting here, we're going to pay down that loan so we can start working on the freight side too. So hopefully this thing now, if I just leave it alone and then we can update it later, should, in theory, make us a bunch of money. Without killing the other line, because there's going to be people that want to go from Chicago to New York City, but there's also going to be people that want to go from New York City to St. Louis, and Indianapolis, and Sacramento, so they'll have to get off at those independent stations, so it makes sense to take that other train that hits all those stations. But if you don't want to take the weight, you take the faster train, which is the New York Chicago Express. My man's doing 99 mile an hour backward. Just full sending it. I'm kind of hoping this thing has passengers when I get there. See, Sacramento's taking off a little bit better. She's now bettered in a little. Got 37 passengers. She's picked up to about 270. I mean, now I'm looking at the passenger rates. I mean, I don't think it's going to help anything. I think we're going to be dealing with the same problem. I think it's going to eat it up a little bit. I think I may have just broken it. And if I did break it, well, I sell it and we make our money back and act like it never happened. The other thing I want to do is turn this route into a 2-track route. So 2 trains can run on here. And we're going to go from there. And I think how I'm going to do it is I'm going to break them here, actually. and then draw this line touching this one, and then we'll have this one come alongside, and then divvy like right here. When I'm not negative $5 million, I'll let you see. But yeah, so yeah, this is basically what happens when you just sit here and you have to wait for money. You just kind of watch the thing go. And I'm very thoroughly happy with what has what has become of this so far. I almost forgot I was recording there for a minute. I was actually just kind of mesmerized. Sometimes this happens. I just would be recording, just forget entirely that I am recording, and it just kind of happens. I mean, this first train is going to be pulling in here, making absolutely nothing. Like 9 passengers. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Throw that bitch on 3-speed. Let's watch this. Isn't 3-speed? Oh yeah, that's right. We are going to have to wait. For it to clear the next signal. That's back to single speed there. Crazy ass bridge design. Not ours, I'm at the road. I mean, where else are you gonna get nice footage like that? We're gonna get nice camera action. Boom. Nowhere, that's what. Come on now. Get yourself back up to speed. It's actually starting to thunder and lightning outside my house. It's kind of nice. Oh, we have $1 million in the bank. happy with what we've done. Ooh, another 4 million. Let's get that tossed into the bank account there. So yeah, this kind of wasn't a whole lot of talking in this one, but I mean, I'm really happy with what we've done. I mean, we're only in episode 4, and we've already got all the way to New York City. So for passengers, I mean, that's pretty outstanding. I mean, I think that express route might take off. It might not. It all depends, really. Just depends. But I think in the next episode, we're gonna continue down. We're gonna actually hook up Garland next, and then we're gonna make the main line run to Garland, and then we'll see how that turns out. And then we'll also work on our freight in tomorrow's episode, or on Wednesday's episode. So I will see you guys back on the channel here tomorrow for whatever I decide to put up for tomorrow. Or for Tuesday. Tuesday. When you guys are watching this, it'll be Monday, or you get what I mean. But thank you guys, everyone, so much for watching. Even if I wasn't super talkative this one, it was more of just sitting here watching it play. I do appreciate you guys hanging out and doing everything you guys do for the channel. It helps me out greatly. So give it a share. You know somebody that likes to watch this kind of stuff. Let them know. If you got a Discord, let me pop it in. Pop it in there for me. I appreciate every share and every comment, every like, and every subscribe. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have a blessed day, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow, and I'll see you back here on the map in the series on Wednesday. Peace out, guys.